Hey, good morning, everybody. So, going on a quick ride today. Well, be going for a while anyway. First group ride of the season, meeting up with, I don't know, 19 bikes. Be a good turnout. I don't know how much of the group ride I'm going to record because we all got our Sennas and we'll be talking to each other throughout the ride, I'm sure, but figure at least I could turn the camera on for the ride to the place that we're meeting up at anyway. This is first time riding with the new helmet set up. So far so good. Pretty nice day out today, all things considered. It's about 50 degrees out right now. They're saying it's going to get up to about 60 by the end of the day, so we'll have some nice riding weather, which will be nice. Definitely got to stop for gas somewhere before we get going on our group ride, though. I'm sure I'll have enough, but I always like to top it off ahead of time. This is my second ride on the bike since I had the new risers put on, and I posted it up in a Facebook group that I belong to on Wednesday or Thursday, and got a lot of feedback from a lot of other guys in the group asking, if I regretted not doing any pullback. And, honestly, guys, I'm actually happy that I didn't do any pullback, for the simple fact that, I don't know, like, it just feels like if I had gotten a pullback, it would have put me back too far and I would have been uncomfortable, or too far back. This here, I'm back far enough that I can use the back support on the seat, but I'm not so far back that it's like I'm on a recliner, I guess you could say. This will be a nice little ride today. I don't think we're going to go too terribly far, just up through the valley and back up north and then back down. We're going to go to a pizza restaurant for lunch, so be a nice little ride to get everybody back together again. I don't think, we haven't done a big group ride like this since had to be October. I don't remember the group, or this many people anyway, getting together. I know I got together with a couple friends of mine in September, went on that one ride to Roxbury Mines, but like I said, today we're going to have like 19 bikes, so it'll be a big group, be a good day. Had a lot of rain come through over the past couple days, washed all the sand and salt off the road, which is nice. Don't know about where you guys live, but out here they started using, I guess it's calcium, it's liquid, whatever the liquid de-icer is they put down on the street, and man, that stuff's worse than salt, man. I want to say, was it in high school, or might have been when I was a volunteer firefighter, they did a seminar, one of our trainings that we did, they had us watch a video, and what they did was they had a 55-gallon drum of that liquid de-icer, and they put a garden shovel inside of it, you know, with the wood handle and the steel blade, I guess you'd call it. And they let it sit there for about a week. And they came back after a week, and the only thing that was left was the wooden handle. The metal part just dissolved. That stuff just ate it right up, man. That's nasty, nasty stuff. That's why I have such a hard time getting out riding in the wintertime, knowing that stuff's down the road. Like I say, I don't mind going out if it's rained a couple times, or, you know, after they've put that stuff down, but when that stuff's down the road, I'm good. I'll wait. Much as it sucks, I'd much rather miss a few days worth of riding than get that crap all over my bike. It's nice doing these group rides. Meet some new friends, connect with some old friends. I gotta say, there was a meme that went around Facebook. I guess it's been out for a while, but it said, I would never have met half the friends I know now, or something to that effect, had it not been for motorcycles. And that's definitely true, man. Like, a good majority of the friends I have now, I would have never met had it not been for motorcycling. You know, you have your friends from high school and things like that, and, you know, you try to stay close, but people's lives change. You know, life happens, you get busy, and, you know, it's in a way. It's like one minute you're in high school and got no responsibilities, and the next minute you're out in the real world. Next thing you know, you get married, have kids, and before you know it, 10 years has gone by. It sneaks up on you quick. But I'm going to pull over here and top off my gas tank a little bit, and then keep going, because we got a little bit before we get to the meetup spot. So, well, I'm going to stop recording here, guys, because we're at the meeting spot, and like I said, I don't know how much of the group ride I'm going to record. If I do, I won't record any audio, or I will, I'll just edit music over it. So I will catch you. Alright guys, well, on the way home now. Hope you enjoyed that little ride today. Not sure when I'll get around to editing this video and uploading it. If I don't get to it tonight, it'll be tomorrow night. Today is Sunday, so if it gets uploaded, you'll know if I get it uploaded or not, because it'll be up Sunday. If not, it'll be up Monday. That was great. I don't know if you guys caught that. That station wagon almost caused a big freaking accident. So funny, I'm still used to having to look down to see my mirrors. I'm not used to them being up so high.